Alright guys, welcome back to another video on Talk Sooty. This is our UFC 286 reaction, review, all that good stuff. What a night of fights, and congratulations to Leon Edwards. We'll get onto that in just a second. We're going to start off with a few of the fights that happened on the early prelims, and that is, I'm going to go with Lerone Murphy. Shout out to him, he got a very good win over Gabriel Santos. He got the decision, very well done to him. Jake Hadley as well got a very nice TKO of Malcolm Gordon. Basically played the drums on his head to the finish. Same with Joanne Wood as well. She got a very nice win as well. Going on to the preliminary card, Mohamed Makayev. Wow. What a way to get a submission in the third round over Jafel Filho, something like that. I mean, I probably should have remembered after listening to it when I was out. But yeah, I was just gonna actually, before I carry on, I just want to say I do apologise for not doing a live stream on these fights. I was out. It was my mum's birthday, so we were all out, and I didn't get back till really late. I mean, I was at home, and it was already like the second round in, I think, to the main event. So I got back late. I didn't think there was much point in starting a live stream halfway through the final fight. Next time there's a UFC card though. I'm guessing, well, the next one is in America, I believe. So we will be doing a live stream for that. I'll just stay up and we'll be able to watch the whole card. We'll do a little watch along on that. Don't you worry, 100%. But yeah, I do apologise for not getting it to you in last night. I do apologise for that. But from here on out, not on all the cards, but on most of the cards, we'll be doing a live stream for you. But yeah, Mohamed Makayev, what a submission. He got the choke in the third round, and I have no idea how he didn't tap to that knee bar. I had no idea how he didn't tap to that knee bar. I thought it was curtains. I thought he'd looked very impressive. He was controlling the fight, and then boom, out of nowhere, knee bar. His knee went into a position where it just shouldn't do it. It was like that. It should bend like that. But say this was his knee, it was doing that. It hyperextended, but to another level, and you could see it hurting because he was wincing even when he got out of it, and even when he was sinking in the choke, he was wincing. And then when he got the finish, he stood up and he stumbled about. So respect to him, heart of an absolute lion, and congratulations to Mo. Next one was Sam Patterson, versus Yanal Ajmuz, and oh my days, Sam Patterson got laid out, absolutely laid out, and started trying to fight Mark Goddard after he got brutally knocked out by a beautiful hook right to the temple when he was going down. Ajmuz came in with a right hand, just missed, hit him round here in the chest area. He was going down, and then boom, a big left hand come wide and just absolutely sparkoed him. I mean, he tried to. The ref gave him a good opportunity to get back into it, but no, he was done. And Ajmuz got the finish, and yeah, Sam Patterson was out because he started trying to carry on fighting, and he started wrestling with the referee. I don't know what was going on, but you could tell he was Sparko. Chris Duncan as well versus Omar Morales. He got a decision win. I think it was a majority. I might be in a majority or split. I think it was split. Jack Shaw went up to his debut in the featherweight division, got a very nice submission win over Amir Khani. Very good performance from him. Very good performance. Yeah, I like that performance from him. He looked a lot better. I feel like he needs to just kind of fill into his body a bit more. I feel like there's a bit of flesh on his body, but I mean, if it's working, it's working. You know what I mean? Can't really go wrong if you're getting the dubs. Marvin Vettori was next. I didn't realise Marvin Vettori was next. Was Marvin? No, Marvin Vettori was the one before Justin Gaethje. They got this wrong, I think. Actually, I might be wrong. Actually, I could be waffling. But anyway, Marvin Vettori did fight Roman Dolidze and got the decision over him. Yeah, I think it was 30-27 on one card. I didn't actually. This was one fight I missed because my phone was playing up when I was trying to get my stream wasn't working. But yeah, he got the decision over Roman Dolidze, but I've heard most people thought it was 28-27. Fair play to him, he gets another win and gets himself back into the mix. I think he called out Pereira or something, but yeah, I think he needs to chill out because he'll get knocked out if he does that, even though he has got a chin and a half on him, to be fair. Then it was Jennifer Maia versus Casey O'Neill. Casey got a face boxed off, I thought, really. Yeah, she's no longer undefeated. And Jennifer Maia, with a very good win, boxing her up at times, really was boxing her up, boxing her face off. And yeah, she got the impressive decision, and shout out to her because it was a good performance. I thought Casey looked slow and just not up to it at all. Gunnar Nelson, what a hero. He comes back and he gets a submission in round 1. 9 seconds to go in the first round, gets the armbar, and Brian Barberena, he couldn't handle it, and you can't when it's in that deep. He had to tap, and yeah, great performance from Gunnar. Looked very, very lean and very, very looked like a muscle man. He looked good and he looked sharp. So hopefully he can fight someone higher up, maybe in the rankings, maybe just shy of the rankings. But yeah, I want to see Gunnar back because it was a very good performance from him, and I respect it. I respect it a lot, and I like Gunnar. All the UK fans like Gunnar. Then it was the fight of the night, the co-main, the human highlight reel versus Rafael Fiziev. Obviously, that is Justin Gaethje versus Fiziev, and what a performance from both men. Great fight, absolutely throwing down all 15 minutes, just throwing bombs, throwing big kicks, just. Got to give them a round of applause, literally, because they put on a show, and that's what everyone goes and sees, and comes and watches and pays the big money for. Because Justin Gaethje's never in a boring fight. I'm pretty sure he's had 11 fights in the UFC and 11 performance of the night bonuses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Absolutely incredible. I think he's 7-4 in the UFC, but he's just one of the most entertaining fighters in the UFC, if not the most entertaining fighter ever. Because he's probably got 5 of the 10 best fights in the UFC history. He's just a joke. He is so good. He always entertains. And to please the critics, he actually took Fiziev down in like the last few seconds of the final round just to shut everyone up, saying, I can do it, but I won't do it. All he does is use his wrestling for, really, is to keep the, 99.9, apart from the last takedown in that fight last night. He uses his wrestling just to stay up and try and knock the opponent's head off or kick the knees into the next century. You know what I mean? He is a dangerous man, and he got a very in-impressive performance. I mean, Fiziev's face at the end of the fight looked like he'd been stabbed in a knife with his eye. Stabbed in the eye with a knife. Same thing. No, it's just not. But yeah, he busted him up, and you could tell his legs were hurting because he was switching in and out of southpaw and orthodox. Yeah, Justin Gaethje, hats off to him. So I believe he lost the first round. It was the first round they scored to Fiziev, and then it was 2 and 3 that scored Justin Gaethje. But it was very calm, but like just aggressive. It was calm and aggressive. It was just the perfect storm of performance from Justin Gaethje, and you've got to respect it. Yeah, but now moving on to the main event. Leon Rocky Edwards, he's done it. He's done it again, but this time over the decision. He beats KAMARU Usman. Now, he is the king of the welterweight division, and there's no doubt about it. Absolutely great performance. It was smart, it was educated, it was calculated, it was efficient, everything, all those sort of words. That was how you describe Leon Edwards' performance, because the leg kicks, great game plan, as Usman said at the end of the fight. And respect to Usman, he's going to go down as one of the greatest to ever do it. Not on Rushmore type hills, but he is going to go down as a Hall of Famer, and he is a great of the sport. His run may have come to an end at the top, but I still think he could easily win it back on another day. But you know what I mean. He's still an elite fighter, and there's no two ways about it. But Leon Edwards last night was excellent. I mean, there was a bit bit of cheating going on with the fence grab, and he did get a point deducted, and he kicked him in the nuts about 4 times, and I probably out-poked him a couple of times as well. But hey, the game's a game. You're in a fight. You do what you do to win, and he won, and he did win convincingly, in my opinion. I mean, it was a close fight, but in the end, I think he was the cleaner striker. His defense and his wrestling was superb. He dealt with Usman's pressure well, because Usman didn't stop. He was in his face, but he was moving, he was circling, and Usman couldn't really land a single clean strike. I mean, there might have been 1 or 2, like a jab and a backhand now and again, but the real striking, the leg kicks, the body kicks, trying to set up the high kick, he did land it a few times, but not to the succession as it was in the second fight. But he was trying to set it up, you could tell, because he was eating those legs, and you could tell it hurt Leon, because you could see in the backstage videos on like Instagram and Twitter that he was limping around in the back, and it would if you're kicking someone's knee in for 25 minutes. But yeah, he defended the takedowns well. He didn't really get held down that much at all. Every time he got taken down, 10, 15, 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds later, he'd be back to his feet, spinning Usman off the cage, and then landing his own shots again. Beautiful. It was beautiful work. It was a beautiful performance from Edwards, just to personify himself as the number 1, the king of the welterweight division. And I think he could stay at the king for some time. Obviously, Colby Covington was there, and he obviously weighed in as the backup fighter. Not yesterday, because the fight was yesterday. The day before, on Saturday, he did weigh in as the backup fighter. But they are. I think Dana said he's trying to set up that fight, Edwards versus Covington. I mean, it'd be a great fight, but why wouldn't you think Leon could win? Because Leon just beat Usman over points, and Usman beat Covington twice. You know what I mean? That's not how MMA works, and fighting. It's not how fighting maths doesn't work the same. If you beat him, doesn't mean you beat the other guy. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. If he can deal with Usman like that, he can knock him out, and he can win over a decision. Who can say that he can't deal with Covington's pressure, because he dealt with Usman's, and Usman's pressure is just as good as Covington's. You know what I mean? I think Leon could easily stay this 170 king for a while, because his jiu-jitsu is good, his defense and his wrestling is good, his striking is elite, his clinches is elite. He landed one beautiful knee on Usman that rocked him to his boots, and I'm surprised Usman stayed up, because you didn't see it when the actual fight was happening. You didn't really see it properly, but at the end of the round, you saw the replay, and oh my days, did he connect with that shin. I mean, with that knee to the chin. Wow, what a knee that was out of the clinch. And yeah, I thought all aspects of Leon's work last night was excellent, and you've got to tip your hat to him, because it was a great performance, and I'm glad he won, because you've got to back the Brit. But like I said, respect to KAMARU Usman, one of the greats. Really is one of a future Hall of Famer, as DC was saying it. But yeah, that's it from my reaction to UFC 286. Like I said, I will in the UFC 287. We're definitely going to be getting a live stream going, and it'll be from probably from the prelims all the way to the end, or maybe from the start of the main card. However good the lineup is, we'll be doing it, we'll be getting it, so stay tuned for that, don't worry about that. But that's going to be it from me today. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button to join the channel, join our reactions, our previews, all sorts like that. But that's going to be it. Sooty out.